Hello, I hope everyone is doing well today. I am, and I hope you guys are too also. Kind of like went MIA for a little bit, but that's not even a problem, to be honest. It's beneficial. It was beneficial. But today we're going to talk about some habits we should practice as Muslims. I am not a perfect Muslim. I will never, ever be a perfect Muslim. But I'm a Muslim who's trying to implant good habits into themselves. I'm sorry for my speech impediment. I'm trying. But I'm trying to implant good habits into myself. I'm trying to rewrite or reprogram my mind into doing better things and being better. Yes, of course. Sometimes I do cuss a lot. I don't want to delete the fact that I do cuss. It's just that I'm on a journey and I hope that everyone could see me elevate into a better person rather than me hiding the fact that I do in fact be throwing the bombs everywhere. No pun intended. Yeah. Here we go. Today we're going to talk about, again, I already said it, good habits that you can form and also bad habits people do that are just not great. So, Allah says in Surat Al-Hijrat, which is Surah number 49, Allah addresses his beautiful servants and he says, "O you who believe, if there comes to you a person of corruption with a news about someone or anything, then verify it and clarify it, so that you don't accuse someone falsely and then later on become regretful over the accusation that you made based on not verifying and clarifying." Bottom line is, it's not funny, but I just remembered something that's why I chuckled. Don't just accept news from someone and there's no verification of it actually being true. It's literally just that simple. I have been in a position where if I was speaking to another woman or even a man, they would bring up someone and something that I don't know of. The thing is, if it has something to do with me, I will speak on the situation. Not only that, I have a bad habit of confrontation. This is the reason why not a lot of people really like me, because I confront the issue, I search for the issue, I make sure whatever is being said comes together. And people love to lie. When you confront them, they hesitate, they don't want to talk about it. Not me. If you come to me and said, "Hey Nina, this person said this," we're gonna go find that person. We're going to sit together and we're going to talk about what they said, because we're not doing this. You will not go to somebody and say, "I said something," then tell it incorrectly. We are not doing that mess. Or just go to someone and say something completely different that I never spoke of. I'm not dealing with that mess. I've been in a lot of positions where, as I said before, people do speak, especially the times where I used to, sip a little bit. People do talk, especially me, I talk, but my speaking isn't more so of, I'm going to talk about somebody. It's like, let's talk about you type thing. I'll be like, so where is your spiritual journey? Like, how are you healing? How are you dealing with this situation? But I don't ask a person that information, which is kind of like very intimate or private. I don't ask them to go talk about them. I ask them because I want to know if there's anything they need help with to plant seeds in their mind to do better, be better, grow, make it a little bit more green if it's dry up there. You know what I mean? That is why I mostly ask people about themselves. It's not more of other people. But if a person were to come to me and actually talk to me and say, "Hey, by the way, I was hanging with so-and-so yesterday and this is what they said about you." Like, what? First of all, if it sounds correct, one, I will talk to that person about the situation. Then two, I'm going to go to the other person and say, hey, this is what you said. I do not like it. Let's talk about it. Just so I can figure out where things went wrong in the entire, like, the whole circular event that are happening. Like, what's going on? Like, why is this being said? I have a terrible habit of always wanting to confront people. It's a good habit, actually. Because what you're going to do, you're just not going to go out here just spreading false narrative about me or anybody. If you go back into my segments, I have said things where I said, like, I'm better off. Like, the segments are called Better Off, basically. It's just me, what I thought would be, I would be better off of. That includes friends and family. Of course, I did, however, come back to one of the people I said I was better off of. We had a deep conversation. We killed the issue. Now we're just like friends, although we do not, what's the word? Like, we don't connect as much as we used to before, but there are an acquaintance. They, what was I going to say? What's the word? I forgot what the word was. Anywho. Oh, okay, I get it. They came to accept that they were in the wrong and apologize for their situation. And then I apologized to them for not being patient with them. But to me, what their situation is, they should have came to me to begin with, because I confront every issue and I blocked everybody who caused her to think the narrative she thought to cause a problem with me. I don't do that. I don't like that at all. And I'm the type of person, or was the type of person where I had an interruption, but now I can't keep track of what I said because I had to take care of a child real quick. But I hope I can remember what I said. I am better off not being around people who just say things just to say things. If you're not talking to me about the situation so we can solve an issue or help somebody, I don't want to hear it. Because we're not doing this. I'm too grown for that. Like, I'm 27 years old. I don't want to be in that mess any longer. And I cut people off because of that situation. I block people because of that situation. Because how are you going to call me messy for being truthful and confronting people, but you're not messy for just spreading false narratives that you did not investigate about, that you didn't, what? And then you don't want me to say anything to that person so I can find out if it's true. What? We are not the same. We're not trying to have everybody be miserable. So the whole you guys talking to other people thing and spreading false narratives, stop. You guys are sharing a sin. That's like saying, hey, hold my hand, let's go to hell together. And mind you, do not think you could just get away with just harming others. There's karmic debts. You can't get away with anything. You have two angels on you. One is watching you, a whole witness. Allah gave you a whole witness. Just standing there, being there, watching you. So you could never on the day of judgment say, oh, I didn't do that. Yes, you did. Someone seen you do it. So be afraid of the energy that was created to be around you, to see what you're doing at all costs. Be afraid. Like, be comfortable. Of course, be comfortable in this world that was created, this illusion that was created. Be comfortable, but also be afraid of what God has created around you that can basically be there and be a witness to the things you have said and done to hurt other people. And you also have another angel that is writing. Every good and bad thing you do, writing. If you corrected your mistake, write it. If you did not correct it, write it. So you cannot say like, oh, no one sees me, I own it. You should not walk this earth thinking you own it. You're basically nobody compared to everybody. You know what I mean? So you are not higher than, like, you do not sit higher than the next person. I did not say you're not nobody, but I don't mean to be, I'm not hostile. I think I'm being hostile. Okay, you are no better than the next person. That's basically what I'm trying to say. You feel me? So be better, do better, stop gossiping. Do not ever use my segments against me. This is documentation of me trying to become a better person, a better version of myself. Now, the stories I've told previously, I had to tell them because I need y'all to understand where I am coming from. I did try to hide some names. Most of them, I hid their names, did not say their real names at all. But with that being said, I'm going to come back with another segment, or I'm going to add to this one. But for right now, bye.